Hiya, this is Jack from North London Toyota. Today we're going to be looking at this 2023 Prius. As you can see, it's been fully redesigned from the last generation. So let's take a look inside now and see what makes this different than the previous one.
So there's a lot of really unique little things about this new Prius. One of the things I've noticed right out of the gate, it doesn't actually even have conventional unlock or lock sound effects. When you go in and you unlock it, it chimes instead of beeping at you. And it does the same when you lock it as well.
Starting from the front, the 23 Prius has been completely redesigned from the previous generation. This one here is an XLE. It's also available in the limited trim, so we can go over what makes the XLE special in just a second here. First, though, I'd just like to mention the engine has changed a bit from the previous one. We've now got a 2-liter 4-cylinder producing 196 horsepower, which is 75 horsepower more than the previous generation. So on the side here, you can see the roofline's actually been lowered for this generation in an effort to streamline it better. And this vehicle actually has standard all-wheel drive, but still gets 4.8 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, or 4.7 on the highway, which is really impressive for an all-wheel drive vehicle. Helped out, we've got some aerodynamic 19-inch wheels. These are, again, the ones you get on the XLE. So at the very back here, we can see the rear has been completely redesigned from the previous generation, but it is still a hatchback. So, of course, you do still get a ton of storage space at the back here. One of the biggest redesign points that you'll notice on this vehicle is the back door handle has actually been moved up into here. Again, that's in service of aerodynamics. It's still pretty easy to open and everything, obviously.
Coming over to the side and stepping into the vehicle, you can see the ambient lighting comes on. So let's take a look inside.
So on the inside here, quite a bit's different, but there's also a few things that have stayed the same. I mentioned previously in our Prius Prime video, the shifters that Prius have. This has that same shifter. So again, it's different than what you might be used to, but still just as functional as it's always been. As well, we do have a drive mode selector, EV mode, digital parking brake, traction control over here.
Up here, we've got our more traditional climate controls, which are pretty easy to figure out. Of course, we've got our heated seat controls, regular stuff here like mirror defrost, and down here we've got our plug-in ports, as well as a small tray area. Underneath that, funny enough, is a little hidden compartment, which actually has a label on it. If you can see in this photo, it's actually labeled #hidden compartment. Of course, in the armrest here, you do have some extra storage, as well as 2 more USB chargers to go with the other 2 that are up here. They're all Type-C chargers, so you know they're going to charge up your phone pretty quick. And you can also use them for the wired CarPlay and Android Auto, which also for this generation actually does work wirelessly in these vehicles.
So we can see quite a bit different over here. For starters, the cluster at the top here is entirely digital now, and it's also in front of the driver. Previously it was over here to the side, but now it's just been separated into 2 different units.
On the left of the wheel here, we've got a couple little switches. The first is obviously your automatic headlights. Then you actually have a heated element for your windshield wipers, as well as a heated element for the steering wheel. On the wheel itself, a little more specifically, you've got some infotainment controls on the left here. Everything you do here is going to correspond to what you see on that little driver summary screen up there. You've also got your phone controls and voice command options here, and volume controls as well, of course. On the right side, you get more of the Toyota Safety Sense technology. So you get your radar cruise control, automatic lane keeping assist, and
collision warning, all that kind of technology. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video on this 2023 Toyota Prius. If you have any questions about this vehicle or any of the quality pre-owned vehicles we have here at North London Toyota, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, Jack, at 519-878-6224. If you have any questions or you just want to chat about these cars, I'm more than happy to help with it. As well, we've got plenty of new vehicles coming, so if you want to take a look at those, I'm happy to give you any information you need. Thanks so much for your time, and I hope you have yourself a great day. Take care.